I really enjoyed your movie. It was incredible. Your acting was incredible, and I love that audition scene because I relate to that so much. My God, I went through that so many times. But anyway, I want to know how you feel working with your daughter. How was that?
She was great. Dominique is a good friend of mine. Ruben
Yeah,
Rivas, a
that's
great
right.
actor, and
Thank you.
she was great. My daughter has both her and Daniela, my middle daughter, who is now, like I said, a graduate in her senior year at Cal Arts. They started dancing ballet even my other daughter, my Alessandra, my third one, and they started doing theater very early on in life since they can walk basically, and they were from very early on. It's like this is what they wanted to do. This is all they wanted to do was be in the theater, and I've worked with her 3 times in a film, and it was very, it's beautiful to see your children fulfill their dreams. And when we're on the set, we're like colleagues. It's not like I'm looking at her to say, I mean, obviously I'm playing her daughter, her father in the movie, and I'm her father, and we're bringing that relationship onto the work. But we're colleagues, we're fellow actors, and she's a pro, and I was very proud of her, and I think she did a wonderful job, and she earned the right to be in the movie. I didn't give her the part. She got to it like, she auditioned for Entourage. Sheila Jaffe, the casting director, called Raymond and said, "I found your girl." He said, "Who?" And he said, "It's Andy's daughter." And he said, and he called me and said, "I heard your daughter is fantastic." And I said, "Yes, she is."
So
Because
she
why
had
didn't
to
you
read
tell
for
me? He
it?
says, "Well, we were looking for a name for the part, But she's been pole dancing for 4 months, getting ready for you. So she went in, and we left. It was important for me and Dominique to leave it up to Raymond that it was important for him to decide, and she won the part. I was very proud of her.
Wow.
The script really didn't need any improvisation, but it's just a natural process of things. The characters begin to speak, and you need to be in the moment. You let the characters speak. Specifically, the Brando in addition thing, in the script, it was initially he was set up as a guy in his office at the prison. He had all these posters of The Godfather and Scorsese and De Niro, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, and I said to Raymond, first of all, I don't think this guy's comfortable with letting anybody know he's a film fan, that he's studying acting. It's a very private thing. It's very painful. He's especially not his fellow prison guards. And I said, and then I think it only should be one guy. I mean, there's a lot of gods out there, but there's only one Zeus, and that's Brando. And Brando is the icon, and he should be obsessed with Brando. And then I said, my son should discover when he gets to the house all these tapes of Brando. And so he shows you my obsession for him and the book. And then when we get to the audition, out of complete nervousness and in a subconscious state, because he doesn't even know he's doing it. Wow, what was that? That was Brando going, "Stop talking." Anyway, he goes into it, and I did it for Raymond like that, and Raymond nearly fell off of his chair. And he said, "That's the worst fucking Brando impersonation I've seen in my life." And I said, "It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that he's thinking about him, and he can't even help himself because that's the only thing he knows is what good acting is. And he should get busted right away, like in 2 seconds, and he should be like, 'What are you talking about?'" Anyway, so we built that whole arc. But then when I sent the script to Alan, that was already there. And Alan said to Raymond, "I love the script." And he said something that was very touching to me. He says, "I want to do it not because I want to play this part, but it's a lovely part, and I love this material, but I want to see people, I want to see Andy play this part." And I've worked with Alan. He's a friend. He's a colleague. I've worked with him before. And that was very touching to me. And he said, "But I think I have something that I want to, I'm thinking about, he teaches acting and goes to workshops. And he says, I think I have something that might add to that speech." And Raymond said, "Alan, you're an extraordinary writer. Write whatever you want. Whatever you want to say in that scene, just say it. Write it, give it to us, and we'll do it." So Alan wrote the whole thing about the pauses. That's all Alan. But he also did the thing about dismantling the Brando myth. That's all Alan, which has to do with the story of the movie, not just, which was very clever because he knew that I was obsessed with Brando, so what better than for his teacher to dismantle Brando. So Alan is a genius. He's like the Buster Keaton of our era. He's truly a genial genial artist. And that's the reality. Where I'm honored to know him as an actor, I know him as a friend, and the fact that he's in our movie is just a gift.
So now we're really out of time. But thank you so much for starring and producing City Island, which opens March 19th.
Thanks for coming out.